You are still inside the egg when you hear the world for the first time. A grunt, low and close, filters through the sand above you. It is your mother's voice. You answer her without knowing why, a small chirping call that vibrates through the shell. Around you, dozens of your brothers and sisters call back. The sand grows warm, then warmer. Something is coming. The nest opens. Sand falls away in heavy clumps as your mother digs with her claws, gentle now, though those same claws can tear flesh from bone. You break through your shell and blink into daylight for the first time. You are 30 centimeters long. You weigh less than a loaf of bread. Your mother lowers her head. Her jaws part, rows of teeth catching the light, and you understand what to do. You climb toward the darkness of her mouth. She holds you there, careful, her bite strength enough to crush bone reduced to nothing against your small body. One by one, your siblings join you, pressed together behind teeth built for killing. She carries you to the water. The river is wide and slow-moving, fringed with reeds. She releases you into the shallows, and you scatter, small and vulnerable, into a world that wants to eat you. A fish eagle circles overhead. A monitor lizard watches from the mudbank. Even your own kind will not spare you. Larger crocodiles patrol these waters, and to them, you are only food. You are 3 days old. Already more than half of your brothers and sisters are gone. You learn to stay near the reeds, where the water is too shallow for the biggest predators. You eat insects skimming the surface, tiny fish, tadpoles thick in the mud. Your body is built for patience even now. You can go still for hours, only your eyes and nostrils breaking the surface, watching. You are 6 months old. You have doubled in length. The sun becomes your engine. You cannot make your own heat, so you spend your mornings hauling out onto the warm mud, jaws open, until your blood runs hot enough to hunt. When the heat becomes too much, you slide back into the river to cool. 2 years pass this way. You grow slowly, a meter now, learning the river's rhythms, where the fish gather at the bend, where the herons wade at dusk, where the current is calm enough to rest. You are careful. You avoid the deep channel where an old male holds his territory. You have seen what happens to those who do not avoid him. You are 5 years old. You are stronger now, close to 2 meters, and the river feels different beneath you. Fear no longer drives you to the shallows. You begin to test the edges of contested ground. A juvenile male crosses your path near a sandbar. You do not retreat. Your body lifts higher in the water, tail arched, and you bellow, a deep, guttural sound that rolls across the surface and startles a flock of storks into the air. He answers, but his voice is thinner than yours. He turns and swims away. You are 8 years old. You have claimed a stretch of river as your own, a bend where the fish are plentiful and the bank is soft enough for nesting season. Other crocodiles bask nearby, but they know the water directly in front of you belongs to you alone. You have grown to 3 meters. Few things in this river can challenge you now. You wait at the crossing point. Every year, when the rains fail on the far side of the plain, the wildebeest come. Thousands of them gather at the water's edge, driven by hunger toward the grass on the other side. They know what waits in the river. They gather anyway, because they have no choice. You submerge until only your eyes remain above the surface. You do not move. An hour passes. Then 2. The herd grows restless at the bank, pressed forward by those behind them, until the front animals are forced into the water. You choose your moment. A lunge covers the distance in under a second. Your jaws close around a foreleg with more force than almost any animal alive can generate. The wildebeest thrashes, but you hold, and you begin to turn, your whole body spinning, twisting the water into foam, using your own weight against a leg that was never built to resist it. The roll disables what your jaws could not. You do not need to kill quickly. You need only to hold. Other crocodiles arrive, drawn by the commotion, and the carcass is shared, though not equally. You hold your place at the kill because you have already proven you can defend it. When you have eaten, You will not need to eat again for weeks. Your body stores what it takes. You are 12 years old now. It is mating season, and the dry air over the river fills with sound. Males bellowing, slapping their heads against the surface, blowing bubbles beneath the waterline to signal their strength to any female nearby. You do this too, again and again, until a female answers and swims close enough to touch snouts with you in the shallows. Weeks later, she leaves the water to dig a nest above the flood line, the same stretch of bank where she herself hatched years ago. She lays her eggs and covers them with sand, then stays close for the 90 days it will take them to develop, guarding against monitor lizards and other predators who would dig them up given the chance. You remain nearby in your stretch of river, though the raising of the nest is hers alone to defend. Years pass in this pattern: dry season crossings, nesting seasons, the slow accumulation of scars along your back from rivals who tried and failed to take your stretch of river. You are 20 years old, then 30. Your body lengthens past 4 meters, heavier now than a horse, and few animals in this ecosystem will ever challenge you directly again. You are 45 years old. A young male has been testing the edges of your territory for 2 seasons now. You have driven him back before, but this time he does not retreat when you bellow. He is younger, faster. His jaws have not yet slowed with age the way yours have. The fight happens at dusk, in water churned dark with mud. You lock jaws, twist, release, lock again. He tears flesh from your shoulder, deep enough that the wound will never fully heal. You manage to hold your ground through the night, but by morning your strength has a limit his does not. You retreat from the bend that has been yours for over 30 years. You move upriver to shallower water, where the fish are smaller and the basking sites are poor. Your body, already slowing, begins to fail faster now, without a rich hunting ground to sustain it. You eat less. You bask longer, needing more warmth than you used to for less return. You are 52 years old when your body finally gives out on a sandbank in the shallow water you settled for. The current does not disturb you. A fish eagle lands nearby, waits, then approaches without fear for the first time in your long life. Downriver, at the bend that was once yours, a nest breaks open in the sand. A small crocodile presses her way out of her shell, 30 centimeters long, weighing less than a loaf of bread, and calls out for a mother who is already digging toward the sound. You were once inside an egg, listening to a voice above the sand, waiting to be carried to the water. Now you are the sand, and the river, and the voice she is answering.